WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta. And his opponent across the ring, the super featherweight world champion, fighting out of the red corner. Entering the ring wearing black trunks with multi-color trim from Los Angeles, the current WBA featherweight world champion and the current reigning and defending WBA super featherweight champion of the world.
Una pelea limpia. Buena suerte y good luck.
This is 483rd pro bout. Both Santa Cruz and a day one major title fight. Called out one of the biggest punchers in Gervonta Davis. There's a reason. Davis is Mike Tyson's favorite fighter. And this is round Gervonta Davis in the red, white, and green.
Keep touching the glove.
And there's a counter. Left uppercut. As Santa Cruz wants to establish the jab.
Yes, he does. He lands, he throws in this match early, remains to be seen.
Been in the ring twice with Santa Cruz. You trained to face Davis. What are you picking up early on?
And not extend the jab, because when he does that, I already saw early on that Davis counter punches with that left.
Yeah, that left uppercut has been there. Santa Cruz.
Combination punching with Santa Cruz can't push Davis back. And that would be interesting to see. Davis doesn't want to move backwards.
Again, Davis punches his nose, it looks like. There's a right hand, a right hook behind the guard. Santa Cruz comes back with a right back.
The way Davis wants it to. He wants it to be this kind of give and take.
He's a pressure fighter in this fight. He's pressuring the bully that Santa Cruz is used to.
Santa Cruz wants to bring Davis into the deeper waters.
It came at a time when Santa Cruz was being aggressive.
You can't fight him on the inside.
There was a jab that
Russ, get back up.
kind of off the top of their feet, but it was their feet that created the going down for Davis. So not called a knockdown. And another look at it will demonstrate that it was their feet that kind of got wrapped up with each other, even though Santa Cruz was pushing forward. And an appropriate call on that in round one.
I got you. Got that. Go.
The bell and round number two. Davis has never been down as a pro. Delivering the jab, trying to split the guard, leads with a right hand, putting pressure on Davis early in round two.
He's back in this fight. Will that be the proper move for him? He's landing some nice punches.
He's letting him fight backwards.
Davis turns 26 next Saturday. Youth is on the side of Davis. Misses with that counter left uppercut that has been there for him.
Yeah, you feel that's going to be
Compelling confrontation, and already so much to absorb. But Davis, because of the lack of distractions and the ability to focus, but Santa Cruz Davis
those combinations flow, but there's that left uppercut from Davis.
Davis, good stuff through two rounds.
Keep still. Don't watch him. You got another one.
It's chippy, and this is where Santa Cruz had pushed Davis back and was landing some shots, not getting everything in there, but throwing combinations and trying to push Davis against the ropes. His mission to back Davis up, which is not the normal posture for Gervonta Davis.
Marcus
of feeling Davis is adapting so far to being pushed back is that he's going to want to try to land that counter left hand.
Santa Cruz taking small steps, and there's a left hook. Again, the left hand missed with the right uppercut to react. And again,
but it is effective.
As Santa Cruz's twitch.
Movement, but it's a pocket fight, and that's going to make it a
difference. When Davis is the aggressor, you see a totally different fight going towards Davis. So Santa Cruz.
Final 10 seconds of the third. You here tonight, Davis versus Santa Cruz.
Get close to him here and keep your hands up and inside. You good, babe. Just take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. We good. We excellent.
Doing his punches compared, of course, to Santa Cruz, who we've said sometimes throws upwards. It lands for Davis to land with power. That means something.
There, Santa Cruz digging to the body. Meanwhile, Davis looking for the angle for that uppercut to learn defense.
There you go.
And there's Santa Cruz through the right, and Davis now loading up again with the left uppercut. Right hook by Davis, but Santa Cruz still looking to establish the jab, and he's getting there. Davis.
Is this the right strategy for Santa Cruz? He's getting to the left, and he's taking power punches.
Under 1/10, the fight of Corrales Castillo won. This is going to be out. Then the left hand downstairs by Davis avoids those punches from Santa Cruz, and again stands. We are through 4.
Getting out straight left-handed, that's one of his big power punches, and Santa Cruz trying to counter off that. The uppercut of Davis has been a very, very important weapon. The right hook getting in there, but then here he comes with that uppercut on the inside. I'll tell you what, Santa Cruz is taking some big punches from Davis, and he's hanging in there right now. Now, he did have his good offensive moments. He would land the uppercut on the inside. This is the difference. Santa Cruz is a pure combination puncher. You know that better than anybody.
Yes, he is, and he could be
Round number 5.
Stay sharp. Give me singles. Give me singles and defense. They're not touching.
Davis crouching down. He'll look to, ready to spring out. There's that lead right hook by Davis.
And he wants to get back to it. It's his own left hook, which is not normally his money punch, but he's...
In the counter, left hand glances off the rib cage of Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz combination punches. Difficulty putting them together here in the 5th as we move past the midpoint as that 23-0, 22 knockouts now. Santa Cruz trying to swarm Davis. Both of them try to continue to collect data. Davis again goes downstairs with a left uppercut, sweeping right hook upstairs.
Okay, that's it. That's the one.
That's what must be going on in his mind. Nice right hand by Santa Cruz.
really good work from Santa, because as the game plan that he mentioned is to pressure after the half of the fight.
You know, they are so convinced in that corner that after the 6th, 7th round,
they're Davis. So they are throwing punches and bunches here in the 6th, putting together his combinations. There's that lead left uppercut on the inside by Davis.
What a great round.
The 5 minutes allotted for him to recover, and they continue here. Throwing punches of men in the Santa Cruz DNA.
I was just going to say, Leo Santa Cruz do that? No.
Don't be ridiculous.
There's a left hand by Davis under a minute left in the 6th. Davis now pulling the shot. Santa Cruz standing there, taking it. And coming forward. Punches in the zone. Scintillating stuff here in the 6th round. Gervonta Davis.
If Davis thought Santa Cruz was going to fall from his... Davis. And in that round in which Santa Cruz had done so much good work, there's that left uppercut. A counter punch that just was devastating. And it was there the whole fight. Some big ones landed, but none like that.
It's the punch that you don't see that does the most damage, and that punch came out of nowhere. Leo Santa Cruz did not see that uppercut coming, and just took it out. But again, you gotta give credit to Leo Santa Cruz. He did something that I was even, shocked which was stand toe-to-toe against the bigger puncher than Gervonta Davis.
He was able to do that for a good portion of this fight, and they felt that if he had gotten through these rounds, he was going to do well in the second half of the fight, but it was not to be. The power of Davis, too much for him.
And the mentor, Floyd Money Mayweather, reacting to Gervonta Tank Davis's 20 delivers the monster smash.
We start running after what? This thing. Go!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 2 minutes, 40 seconds in round number 6. He is the winner by way of knockout. He is still...